Hello. Let's make sure my voice is good. Yeah, I think it's good. My voice is up. Hi, how are you guys? Welcome to Vault. Welcome. All right. Been an eventful month and a half now. Been an eventful 5 months. I haven't really done a video like this in a minute, and the last video I did of it, one moment, let me adjust real quick. Last video I did something like this, it was for, let's just see right quick, because this is on Orbs Vault right quick. So this is my channel, yay, boom. The video I'm referring to is not this one, not this one, that one. Man, look at that baby face. This one right here, right? So I want to say it was one of these three videos. I can't remember. This one pretty much summed up what these three I've been wanting to say for a while, right? Just before this video, I quit my job, right? My 12-hour, 13-hour long assembly line job. I held it for 4 years, okay? Since I quit that job, I have been dedicating my time to recording, editing, uploading, streaming. I've been dedicating my time to day trading, which I thought and still think that there's potential for me in. And I've been holding off on going out with gun range, not having as much fun out there, simply because it's very much more expensive compared to everything else I'm doing. Not saying day trading and gaming can't be expensive, but that because I've already met a certain criteria in order to play games, in order to stream, in order to day trade, that the risk and the chance in having the opportunity doesn't come around often enough, right? I saw it, and I'm taking it as the opportunity it is. I'm streaming today because I've been off on Orb Plus with uploading videos. If you're not familiar with Orb Plus, you can find it here. Just go to links and scroll down a little bit. You can see the reaction channel, Orb Plus here. You click that link there, and it takes you to this channel. On this channel specifically, you can see it hasn't gotten much traction. I've gotten 110 videos. That has amassed big time, from family stuff over to day trading. Just me learning how to day trade, and of course some live streams I've dedicated to watching memes. I've been creating D&D worlds, but the vast majority of this, as you can see, day trading. That's what I'm currently working with, okay? And over the past 5 months now, you can see for 4 months, sorry, and here's a copy of the other video, I have essentially worked my way around learning this. I have dedicated myself to really digging into this and learning the ins and outs, the mistakes I made along the way. I've learned how to take losses. I've learned how to take victories. I've learned how to manage my risk in these. I've learned so much about brokerages, so much about the charts, so much about which platforms I should be using. And in each one of these, you can see the little notepad in the bottom left corner, or right here on the side. In almost every single one of these, I have my notes out, I have a calculator out in the event I need it, I have the charts up, I have a mini chart here, so that way you can see the differential. But the experience that I'm getting when learning to day trade, when I'm learning to take part in it, right? Because I can admit right now, I am not a professional. I am not good. I am not great. I'm learning how to get there. I'm learning what I need to in order to progress. That's what I'm doing right now, okay? In that video, a combination of things were at play. First factor, I had a 9 to 5, and I had just walked out. I didn't put my 2 weeks in. I didn't bother asking or waiting. I simply shook the man at the helm's hand, and I walked out. looking back, good decision. Because, and if you look at any of the videos from before that one specifically, on any of my channels, you'll notice that my overall atmosphere, my vibe that I put off is a combination of let's do this because I think it's fun, and man, can I not wait to have this inside a house with AC where I can edit and then post. Okay? I'm gonna be honest, I was sick and tired of the people there, and I was sick and tired of the workload that they would have me under. Because they could put me under it. I know if I were to pick up a 9 to 5 again today, or a 12-hour shift like that one was, or a 13-hour shift like that one was, I'd be more than likely, I would more than definitely be put under that same pressure. Work your heart out. Let me take all the credit. Right? Not fun. Not worth it. Too much stress. For so little. And that little bit goes to pay a lot of other people's bills. I understand that. I get it. And people bust their butts day in and day out to actually get that to work. I did for 4 years. Another factor was family. I had family members pressuring me to stay there. I'd been there for 4 years. It's something I've gotten used to. It's not like I'm having to learn anything new. It's just a job. Get used to the people and you'll thrive. I'm not one for getting used to anything. And I am definitely not one to getting used to new people. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can say that. We're just not people persons. You get the point. Because of how hard it is for me to stay in one spot, I'm not fully expecting me to continue just day trading, right? I find the inconsistency of having to day in, day out trade well off enough to decide, hey, this might be better off for me. One, I'm not dealing with any other person outside of a mentor who's given his time to teach others for completely free. Other than news where other people, sure, make decisions and that changes the economy. And, of course, 3, other people in the market doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm against them. Man, am I not a people person. But that's okay. Because unlike that 12-hour shift, unlike that 12-hour, 13-hour job, I'm not constantly being told, hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do that. Hey, I think this. Hey, I think that. And having a million different ideas, some good, some bad. Okay. Come at me and then having the one sharp tone come down and say, hey, you do this or leave. That sharp tone is now me. And I'd much rather deal with myself over deal with someone else when it comes to that kind of noise. That's just me. Over the past 2 months, this is now July, end of July, early August, right? We have technically 2 more days in July, but there's a problem, you see. Let's go ahead and just take a look here. Here's Wednesday, today of July, right? We have non-farm folder. We have FOMC, double up. And that is our USD news. I could probably go into market. I probably could. But it's not what I'm wanting. It's not. This is a day I would stop and go, nope, not trading, sorry. I see this gap, 8:15, 2 p.m. I see it. I see it. Technically, I could trade today. No. At my discretion, at my ability to make a profit, I can't trade today because of those 3 folders. Am I afraid of losing? Absolutely. But I know how to manage that fear of losing by saying no. I'm not going to lose anything today. I'm not going to gain anything today. And so I'm right back where I am today, tomorrow. That's my strat. Combined with all the notes you saw in the previous videos. And why am I streaming this, by the way? If I've been doing this on Orb Plus this whole time, what's it got to do with Vault? What's it got to do with the gaming? What's it got to do with Twitch? TikTok? You do vertical on YouTube now. I said, I did. For the better half of March, April, May, right? I said to everyone, everywhere, all at once, 3 months is what I'm giving myself. I either am positive 3 months, in which case there's going to be a massive change, or I'm not, and there's going to be a massive change. I have broke that rule. I have failed 3 times. And we were so close off the first run, too. We had 2 good months, 2, in the positive. I miscalculated the realized profit and loss, but I nailed the first 2, right? And on the very first 3 months, I spent waiting, doing, and trading, and doing everything I could under the sun that was right. The 3rd month, the final month, I screwed up. On an account size that had $100,000, I lost a huge amount. Huge amount. It reset me completely. I had to take that into account, and I reset completely. I took the account I had, and I wanted to delete it. I wanted to move on. But before I really did anything decision-wise, I decided to make a few other decisions that would have benefited me earlier on. First off, I learned that a 10-minute delay in the market on the chart is not all that good, especially if there are other platforms with more accurate data and sooner than the one I was using. I'm referring to TradingView compared to TradeLocker. TradingView at the time had a 10-minute delay on it, and they charged monies I did not have for the accurate data. I couldn't do it. So my thought process was, okay, I need to find another platform that is similar to TradingView, but with accurate data, I can use indicators, and I can apply my strat to without the hindrance of being limited to a small amount of view, right? Because after you scroll a certain distance to the left off the side of the screen, you're pretty much stuck with this amount, and it'll put up an ad saying, oh yeah, you have to now pay for this. No thanks. Especially when there are better options. So, from that, from those decisions, like that one, I even got a hold of a different broker because I was still learning brokerages. I didn't have a full understanding of that. And the fact that, and I'm going to admit it even now, some of my notes, most of the notes from 3 years ago, not only are outdated, but also are shabby. They are not up to spec, up to par with the standard that is what I need to know right now today and how I know things today. How I know them to be. Okay? So, June, for the majority, I didn't trade. June, for the majority, was an awful month to trade. And I'm pretty sure most, like, day traders, TJR, like, I'm pretty sure most of them are going to be on that same page. Yeah, June was bad because we had, legitimately speaking, like a couple weeks, 3 weeks, more instances where there was just red, and after that red, it was all orange, and after that orange, you could compile it all, and the majority of June was, legitimately speaking, bad. All news that we could not trade on. And I broke my rule. I broke my rules like I had been for months, and I traded on days where I thought would be okay. I thought I could bend the rules and trade on days when I shouldn't have, where I shouldn't have. Yeah, it bit me in the butt. I failed all of June, hysterically, funnily enough, because of my own ego. So I failed June and started July. July with a new understanding of what brokers are, what a brokerage account is, what it does, how it does things. I started July thinking, okay, I need to understand a few of my confluences, so I'm going to use the first week, maybe 2 weeks, really digging into some of the videos from the Bootcamp TJR posts up on his videos, and I watched them again for the 17th time. I've watched them in the past 5 years. I've watched them. And I fully understood and appreciated a lot of what he had to say in those videos, because there were some things that made sense and then there were others that weren't, and I had to have that refresher. I had to have that newly acquired knowledge under my belt, and completely, otherwise even a small misinterpretation would have led me to losing a trade later on. Okay, from me watching those videos, I have a firmer grasp now. Right now, I have a firmer grasp on the confluences, the day trading confluences needed to actually trade in the market. I have a firmer understanding on what exactly it takes to be a day trader, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, most importantly, risk. What it takes to manage that risk, right? And I love how TJR puts it. If you're on a demo account, treat it like a video game until you get so good at it that it's not a problem. And then once you have not a problem taking a trade, use your real money, use your real capital, and use the same principles you used in demo. Because the way he explains it as well is, from demo to live account, there is a sinking feeling. There is a difference. There is oh, this is real money. Lock in. There's a shift in your psychology from when it's demo to real. And I've done my best to marry demo as though it were real money. So that way the end result is, hey, I'm making this money and it's actually real now. And if I lose it, hey, this is real. Right? I can't be losing this amount. I can't be doing this. And at the start of July, to encompass that is even more so, I actually took the account size and put it down. Beforehand, I was using TradingView with $100,000 in it. I straight up said, screw that, because I don't think I'm ever going to get that high up on the food chain. I don't think I'm ever going to use the entirety of $100,000 in a single trade. I don't think I ever will. That's me being humble, modest, and understanding of my ability to trade. In my honest opinion, I think that's what's going to happen. I might get $50,000 and lose it all. Maybe less than that, maybe a quarter, maybe a tenth, maybe not even $100 and lose less of it. Lose more of that than I would have the thousands and thousands I would have had then. I can say that now because I am, one, an unprofitable trader, and two, a very unconfident trader. I'm learning how to. And I failed 3 times now. Why do I say 3 when it was June that I failed? That makes 2. July. Because you've seen it the way I see it now, right? We have news here, and I can't trade. We have news here, and I could trade. I could trade Thursday. There's a potential for me to trade Thursday. It's not really CPI. I don't see non-farm. I see 3 red folders at 8:30 a.m. I could trade Thursday and potentially make back the little bit that I need. I could. Potentially. Okay? I'm making this video in advance because I am now... Let's take a look, actually.